Hey everyone, welcome to another match of Bant, Temur Delver. Today we are playing Electrobalance. Oh, I love Electrobalance. Who doesn't like getting Restore Balance cast against them, you know, turn 3 or something? Horrible, horrible, horrible. But this deck keeps showing up. People insist on playing degenerate decks, so what do? We build decks to beat them. We build fair decks to beat them, because that's the best way. You know, they can't get mad at you. You're playing fair Magic. And you know what? Delver of Secrets is always fair. So we had to mulligan, but our mulligan down to 6 was actually decent. Pretty darn decent. Of course, Delver doesn't flip. That's usually my luck, even though I literally build these decks to have Delver flip as often as possible. It just happens to be that I'll just get lands and creatures instead. A double flip right now would be nice. Of course, I get a Hallowed Fountain instead. Okay, well, it is what it is. I mean, at least I got a second land. I guess that's a positive way to spin it. Let's attack in for 2 here. Okay, nothing from our opponent, which is not entirely unexpected. So, yeah, bottom. I want an instant or a sorcery, please. So our opponent fetches here. Even though this deck is degenerate, you still have to be careful. They can win out of nowhere. Electrodominance is definitely a card you want to counter because they are going to place, like, you know, Restore Balance or something off of it, which is stupid. Force of Negation. Alright, well, that's gonna happen. Crashing Footfalls. Fine. Yay for them, they get 2 4/4 Tramplers. This is gonna hurt. Game is probably over here. Yeah, and I definitely made a mistake by not putting Uro on the bottom, put on the top, which is kind of stupid. I could play Hooting Mandrills and kind of trade with one of the Tramplers, which is actually not bad, but I think pretty much set myself up for failure here. It's very possible that even with, you know, the Delvers flipped, it might not have been enough. I'm already at 7 lives, so let's see what happens here. Definitely blocking. Don't really have a choice. I go down to 1. Interesting how I didn't block with Hooting Mandrills. Yeah. Yeah, that's game over. We wouldn't have had flip Delvers anyway, so it doesn't really matter how I blocked. Okay, so our opponent got away with game 1. Good for them. I guess that's a thing. We're going to bring in Engineering Explosives, obviously, and it's played for 0 almost always to get rid of tokens. Veil of Summer to kind of deal with their counter spells that are mostly going to be there to protect their degenerate spells. I'm not sure if we want to play all 3 Veil of Summers, though. Here I'm already second guessing myself, but yeah, it's a tough call. I think that was fine. 2 Veil of Summers works. So our opening hand is fine. It's fine, and I wonder if I keep it here. Yeah, I keep it. It's okay. My main problem here is that we have nothing to protect ourselves from Restore Balance or any other stupid spell that our opponent wants to cast essentially for free off of As Foretold or Electrodominance. But let's just see how this goes. Alright. Player Delver of Secrets. They're probably not playing too many creature removals. They don't really care. All they have to do is cast Restore Balance and all those creatures are gone anyway. So it'll be really interesting to see what we reveal here on our turn. A land would almost certainly be very, very bad. Definitely don't need more lands right now. We need Gaz. Creature is essentially the second worst thing, but it's better than land. Setting a stop there on the upkeep so that I can fetch if we don't see an instant or sorcery next turn. But yeah, this is a bit brutal. Not having Delver flip is gonna be bad. Oh, but it flips here, so we're good. Alright. Happy with that. Finally. So let's attack in with 2/3/3s. Now that was a risky play in the sense that they could have played Electro Dominance. Actually, I don't think they had the mana, so never mind. Okay, so we're going to counter as foretold because we definitely don't want that to resolve. Because it's the same thing, except they can do it every turn. Just as bad. And now we're going to ping in for 9, which is brutal. They're down to 4. If they got nothing here, it's game. Yeah, that's going to resolve. I know what I'm about to see here. Yup. Alright, well. Luckily we don't have to discard anything out of our hand because our opponent has 4 cards. And we have the same amount of lands. Ugh. Brutal. So brutal. And that's nothing. That's just, you know, that's a fair restore balance resolve. It's usually way worse. Okay, Geist Saint Shaft is a good draw. Good draw. If they can't counter it, then it's not going to go away. And they are going to have to think twice about what they're going to do here because they can block Geist, but they can't do anything else. Yeah, we're going to counter that. Goodbye. Goodbye. So they got to take care of Geist or else it's over. Because we're going to swing in with a 4/4 flyer next turn. Pretty sure our opponent has nothing here. Yep, good. Sideboard. Don't think I want to make any changes, although maybe Skyclave Apparition to deal with As Foretold and get rid of Veil of Summer. I think that's smart. Of course, I'm talking about my own actions, so of course everything is smart. It could be one of the dumbest things to do, but you can tell me in the comment section down below. I'm keeping this hand even though it's slow. And by slow I mean we have no way of getting a threat down early because of the 2 force negations and the fact that our opponent heavily relies on non-creature spells to do their stupid stuff. They mulligan down heavily, but that's not my problem. Electrobalance decks, that's part of the deal, right? You play something degenerate, you're probably gonna have to aggressively mulligan. Man, you can really tell from my rhetoric I don't respect decks like that. Nothing against the pilot, I just don't respect the deck they're playing. It's not the end of the world. So we're gonna put Tarmogoyf on top, definitely. Because we need an earlier threat than Hooting Mandrills here. Crashing Foothalls is getting suspended, which is great. I mean, I have no problem waiting 4 turns to deal with it. Yep, we're going to play our Tarmy. That's my nickname for Tarmogoyf. It's Tarmy. It's a very stupid nickname. Okay, draw a Stubborn Denial. Not the end of the world. Okay. Attack in for 3. It would have been really nice to draw another land, but we don't. And that's it. I don't put any more pressure. Okay, well, at least we can play Hooting Mandrills now and have 1 mana up for Stubborn Denial. That's really what I've been trying to do here. It's just tricky to make sure I do it and not shrink Tarmogoyf, ideally at all. Okay, looks like I can't. I did the math. Okay, yeah, I'm actually okay with that. If they want to waste it on Delver of Secrets, I'm perfectly fine with that. They made me a 4/4 now. They made me a 4/5 out of it. And now I could actually delve away and keep my Karma with a 4/5, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, because they already have sorcery, land, and instant. So I just need to keep creature. So anything on their turn is going to be countered, almost certainly. They got nothing. Beautiful. Well, it's game over. No way Crashing Footfalls is going to resolve. Again, double Stubborn Denial, double Force Negation, very powerful to have in your hand, especially for combo decks like this. I could do this all day. It's probably GG. Yeah, well, I can take care of that too. And we got double Force Negation. I mean, we got Force Negation as well to protect us even more. So, just curious to see what they're going to do here. Just going to let us kill him. Go down the honorable way instead of just conceding. Something I don't even do. Okay, they conceded. There we go. Alright, so we took care of Electro Dominance, a spell-based combo deck. What do you think? I obviously don't respect decks like this very much, but I do very much enjoy beating them more than any other deck. So yeah, let me know. I mean, I feel like Delver decks in general in Modern, or at least the ones that I like to push and play, they do pretty well against spell-based combo decks, or combo decks in general, but especially spell-based combo decks. Especially since I'm playing, I'm playing Stubborn Denial, I'm playing Force of Negation. Those wreak havoc on decks like Electrobalance. But let me know in the comment section down below how you thought how this match went. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed my content in general, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on Facebook or Twitter, or both, ideally, to keep up with my updates and what's going on giveaways and everything like that. If you're interested in becoming a patron, check out the Patreon link in the description of this video to join my ever-growing Patreon community. Big thank you to my current patrons for your support. Check out the tiers on Patreon. They're pretty cool. I set it up in a way that I basically give you back some of your money at the end of every year in the form of magic cards. So check that out. All the information's on Patreon. Thanks, and have a good one.